Hey, sports fans, Larry Eater, Run Blog Run. This is the epilogue for Athletics Chat 79. Stuart's in Oxford, England. That's Stuart Weir. He's our European editor. And this is Larry Eater. I am in San Jose, California. Was a couple weeks ago in Hillsboro, Oregon, where we were recording things. And then we'll be back in lovely Wisconsin within about 2 weeks. So I'm going to be staying there for the winter. In between some track meets. But Stuart and I had a nice chat today. Talked about the Athlete of the Year decisions. Karsten Warholm on the men's side and Elaine Thompson-Herah on the women's side. We both agreed that it was difficult decisions. On the men's side, you had Karsten Warholm, who I thought should have tied with Ryan Krauser. But I have to admit, Karsten really took the sport by storm. He's quite entertaining. Ryan's a little quieter, but world records, indoor and outshot put, records that have lasted for over 30, in one case, 32 years. And he won all his competitions. On the women's side, Elaine Thompson won the 100 and the 200 in Tokyo, and was in the 4x1 winning team. And you had Sifan Hassan, third in the 1500, golds in the 5 and the 10. And the truth is, I was most impressed with Sifan when she fell in the 1500 heat, got up and competed fiercely. And that's what it's about in the sport. And there was other great candidates on both the men and women's side. On the men's side, Eliud Kipchoge. On the women's side, Yulimar Rojas, Cindy McLaughlin. So there was just some really fantastic athletes and observations such as, Mondo Duplantis on the men's side makes the pole vault look deceptively easy. On the women's side, Yulimar Rojas does the same thing with the triple jump. And Sifan Hassan has, suffice to say, done that demystified distance running. I think that we're back to the place where the finest athletes in all of sports are competing in track and field again. We had this weird thing in the 80s and 90s in the US where a lot of the top athletes, just natural talents, stopped coming to track and field. They were going to baseball, basketball, soccer, football, American football, make some money, right? The Bob Mathiases of the world, the Rayford Johnsons of the world, the Jackie Joyner Kerseys of the world were not coming into American track and field. Can't say that anymore. We're getting the best of the best. You look at the Ry Benjamins, you look at Michael Norman, you look at Fred Curley. My God, would anybody have thought Fred dropping from the 400 to the 100 and 200 would just shake things up so much? Look at Noah Lyles. Look at Cindy McLaughlin, Cindy is, and Delilah Muhammad, two of the most talented athletes in any sports situation are in the same event, the 400-meter hurdles and the 4x4 too, when you think about it, right? That women's 4x4, U.S. women's 4x4, really going to have to screw up to lose. And looking forward to see who they bring in as a relay coach in the U.S. too. But just the quality of the athletes is fantastic. So we'll give that. Meets in the UK, very happy to see that Mark Monroe won 5 big international global meets in the UK, and I'm looking forward to going to those things. COVID updates. Like over here, we're all a little trepidatious about what's coming this winter with the Omicron. I kind of think we're going to all get stuck somewhere. And so just make sure you get your boosters, make sure you get everything, wear a mask, wash your hands, do the smart stuff. Get some provisions put in there because people get anxious and, you just don't need that. And that's how I'm juggling. I want to go to New Balance Indoor and I want to go to the Millrose Games and I would like to go to the Muscat Marathon and then head over to the World Indoor in Belgrade. And then obviously Hayward, for Hayward Field, for U.S. champs, and for the Prefontaine, and for world champs. And I'm also thinking about trying to hit Doha and a couple of the other meets early on in the season to kind of get a feel for where stuff's going. So let's keep our fingers crossed. Hope that things continue to go, that people get vaccinated, that people take the boosters, that people wear masks when they're supposed to, and keep up the important, just the simpleness of washing hands keeps germs from spreading. And I think those are things that are commonsensical, and we've got to use common sense. Just keep it out of the political arena, because the level of BS and the vitriol on both sides is, to me, astounding. And this isn't about Republicans or Democrats. This is about survival. And we need people to stay smart. It's okay to be smart. We need leaders that are smart too. Okay, World Indoors. That's going to be in Belgrade. That should be a lot of fun. That's middle of March. And the World Outdoors in Eugene, Oregon. We'll get you updated on those next week. Okay, this is the Athletics Chat 79 Epilogue. Thanks again for listening. Stay safe. Talk to you next week.